Speaking a foreign language for the first time. Describe the first time when you used a foreign language to communicate. You should say where it happened, when it happened, who you talked to, how you felt about the conversation. If you want the full script of this IELTS speaking cue card along with its Band 9 sample answer, simply type full text in the comments below. I'd like to share one of the most unforgettable conversations I've ever had. The very first time I used English to communicate with a native speaker. Everyone might have experienced that nervous moment when you're not sure if your words will make sense, but for me, it turned out to be a life-changing experience that shaped the way I see language, culture, and even friendship. A few years ago, while preparing for the IELTS exam, my English teacher strongly encouraged me to step outside the classroom and interact with native speakers. She often said, "Fluency doesn't grow in silence, you have to use the language to live it." At first, I was skeptical. How could I ever find such an opportunity? Still, I trusted her advice and started searching for ways to practice. That's when I came across an app called Hello Talk. The idea was simple yet fascinating. People from all over the world could connect, exchange languages, and learn from each other. Through this app, I met Alex, a 28-year-old software developer from Manchester, England. I remember our very first interaction, as if it happened yesterday. It wasn't even a voice or video call, just a simple exchange of text messages. My heart was pounding as I typed my introduction in English, double-checking every word before hitting send. My hands were literally shaking, and I kept thinking, what if he doesn't understand me? What if I embarrass myself? But when Alex replied, his tone was warm and encouraging. He didn't laugh at my mistakes, instead, he corrected them gently, sometimes with a bit of humor, which instantly put me at ease. From those short and hesitant beginnings, our conversations gradually grew longer and richer. First came the daily greetings, then small talk about hobbies, and soon enough, we were diving into discussions about culture, technology, food, and even our future dreams. Eventually, we moved from texting to voice calls and then to video chats. Each step felt like unlocking a new level of confidence for me. What made it so special was that Alex wasn't just helping me with grammar or vocabulary. He was teaching me the rhythm of real conversation, idioms, slang, little expressions you never find in textbooks. In return, I introduced him to my culture, our traditions, and even some basic words in my native language. We weren't just exchanging words, we were exchanging our worlds. That first conversation with Alex broke the invisible wall of fear I had carried for so long. It was the moment I realized that English wasn't just an academic subject or an exam requirement. It was a living language, a tool that could connect me to people, cultures, and opportunities beyond my imagination. Looking back, I felt a mixture of pride, shyness, and pure excitement. Using English in real life gave me not only a sense of achievement, but also a strong boost of confidence that still motivates me today, and the best part. Alex and I built a genuine friendship out of that first nervous hello. To this day, we still keep in touch, supporting each other in both language and life. So, when I think about the first time I spoke English with a native speaker, I don't just remember it as a practice session. I remember it as the starting point of a meaningful friendship and proof that learning a foreign language is not only about words. It's about building bridges across cultures and creating connections that last a lifetime. Phrases and idiomatic expressions. Unforgettable conversation, a talk or exchange so meaningful that it cannot be forgotten. Nervous moment, a situation that makes you feel anxious or uneasy. Life-changing experience, something that has a deep impact and changes your perspective or future. Step outside the classroom. Idiomatic, go beyond formal learning and gain real-world experience. Fluency doesn't grow in silence. Expression, to become fluent, you must actively practice speaking. Simple yet fascinating. Phrase, something that appears basic, but is still very interesting, as if it happened yesterday. Idiom, remembering something very vividly, like it was recent. My heart was pounding. Idiom, feeling very nervous or excited. Double-checking every word, carefully reviewing something more than once to avoid mistakes. Put me at ease. Idiom, made me feel comfortable and less nervous. Hesitant beginnings, a slow, unsure, or cautious start to something. Diving into discussions. Idiom, engaging deeply and enthusiastically in conversation, unlocking a new level of confidence. Idiom, achieving a higher stage of self-assurance, like in a video game. Rhythm of real conversation, metaphor, the natural flow and patterns of everyday speech. We weren't just exchanging words, we were exchanging our worlds. Figurative, sharing not only language, but also culture, ideas, and personal experiences. Broke the invisible wall of fear. Idiom, overcame an unseen barrier caused by anxiety or insecurity. Living language. Phrase, a language actively used in daily life, not just studied in books. Strong boost of confidence. Idiom, a sudden and powerful increase in self-assurance. The best part. Expression, the most enjoyable or important aspect of something. Built a genuine friendship. Idiom, developed a real and sincere relationship. Starting point of a meaningful friendship. Phrase, the very beginning of a valuable relationship. Building bridges across cultures. Idiom, creating understanding and connections between different cultures. Connections that last a lifetime. Idiom, relationships or bonds that remain strong forever.